They killed her husband. Then they sent ambassadors to propose she marry their prince. That was their first mistake. It would not be their last. Her name was Olga, Princess of Kievan Rus, the medieval Viking Slavic Empire stretching across what is now Ukraine and Russia. Born around 890 AD into a Varangian family, Norse settlers who had carved out kingdoms across Eastern Europe, she married Igor I, ruler of Kiev. In 945, Igor made a fatal miscalculation. He rode into the territory of the Drevlians, a Slavic tribal people to the west, to collect tribute. When he decided the amount wasn't enough and turned back to collect more, the Drevlians had him killed. The chronicles record it simply. They bent 2 birch trees down to the ground, tied Igor to them, and let go. Olga was now a widow. Her son Sviatoslav, the heir to Kiev, was 3 years old. The Drevlians sent 20 ambassadors by boat to the royal court. Their message? Their Prince Mal wished to marry her. She should accept. Olga received them warmly, told them to return the next day, carried in their boat as a mark of great honor. While they slept, she had a deep trench dug in the courtyard of her palace. The next morning, her men carried the ambassadors in, boat and all, stopped at the edge, and dropped them in, alive. Olga leaned over the edge and asked if they found the honor to their liking. That was revenge number 1. She sent word back to the Drevlians, "Send your most distinguished nobles to escort her properly, or Kiev would never respect the marriage." They did. She had a bathhouse prepared for them, told them to wash before meeting her. She locked the doors and burned it down. Revenge number 2. Then she rode to Drevlian territory herself, to hold a funeral feast at Igor's grave, she said, a gesture of peace. The Drevlians came. She had them served wine until they could barely stand. The primary chronicle records 5,000 dead. Revenge number 3. But Iskorostan, the Drevlian capital, still stood. Olga laid siege to it for an entire year. The city held. So she sent the elders a message. She was tired of war. She would accept a simple tribute. Not gold, not silver. 3 sparrows and 3 doves, from every household. The Drevlians were relieved. They sent the birds immediately. Olga had her soldiers tie a piece of sulfur-soaked cloth to each bird's leg. At nightfall, they released every single one. The birds flew home. Every bird, every house. Iskorostan burned to the ground. Revenge number 4. But Olga wasn't only this. After the Drevlians were broken, she ruled Kievan Rus as regent for her young son, and she was a remarkable administrator. She reformed taxation, built infrastructure, established trading posts across the territory, and then, around 957 AD, she traveled to Constantinople, the greatest city in the world. And there, at the Byzantine imperial court, she was baptized Christian, taking the name Helena. The woman who burned a city with birds was later declared a saint, equal to the apostles. That is her actual title in the Orthodox Church. She died in 969. Her grandson, Vladimir the Great, would go on to Christianize all of Kievan Rus, reshaping the religious landscape of Eastern Europe for 1,000 years. It started with her. Unlike the 4 revenges, do these 4 easy things. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and drop a comment. Which of the 4 revenges is the most unhinged? One life, one story, history.